Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome. Hello, Denise, Stacy, Gary, Spikes, Ashley. I sent you an email. Make sure and check your email, Ashley. Hello, Val. And how are you doing there today, Melinda?
I'm doing well, Grizz. How are you doing? That's the question.
Besides me calling the dinosaurs in yesterday, that was pretty interesting. So,
we
I mean,
were
I was telling the doctors what to do, and they're like, "I don't know if we can do that." I'm like, "Hell yeah, you can."
we were worried all the day. We were worried about you.
Yeah, it was bad. I'm still trying to recover, but I'll get over it. So we'll figure everything out. So how are
Well,
you doing today?
doing well. Just busy as ever.
So what are we going to do today?
Gosh, I don't know. The only thing I can always say is I can do cards. I can do yes and no questions, or we can talk about something. So what do you want to do?
Matter to me, I'm always up for something. Hello,
Oh,
Rosemary.
I am
Welcome.
too. So, but I like whenever if we do like readings and stuff, I would like for you to join in with us and get what you get.
Hmm. I don't know. I get nervous.
Oh, don't be
It's
nervous.
like that first date I'm getting. So
Oh God. Well, don't be giddy. It's
yeah,
okay.
I'm getting. Hello, Anna D. Welcome to the show. It sounds like I'm talking another octave.
Huh.
Testing, testing. Yeah, I was.
Oh wow.
So that was my music ears. Yeah, I was talking another octave. I must have hit a note. Hello, Carol Garcia. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you. So yeah, the doctor's like, "Do you need to get that phone?" Because I mean, my phone was like just like
Right.
destroyed yesterday. So I've got things in measures now in the works to if something like that happens, stuff will be taken care of.
Oh
So,
Lord.
I don't know. It's just like it's like call the doctors, go to the hospital. And I was like, "Yeah, if I go to the hospital," and they were like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Hell no, I'm not okay." They had to bring me
Exactly.
in a wheelchair.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
Oh mercy. And
then
here
I got
you
in
are.
trouble for squeezing the IV bottle, that juice they give you.
Yeah.
They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm massaging the bag."
Oh God.
They're like, "It's wide open." I'm like, "Can you hook up another one?"
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, it was interesting.
What did they check you for dehydration and all of that?
They did everything. They hooked me up to EKG machines.
Right.
They put me in the CAT scan and MRI.
Oh wow.
So yeah,
Oh.
okay, Ashley, thank you. I've been in La La Land today, sleeping and stuff. But okay, great. But no, it's just very interesting. So we'll wait and see how everything goes.
Well, after the show, I'm gonna reach out and tell you something, but I gotta put it here.
Oh Lord! Every time you tell me something, something bad happens.
Oh no, don't say that.
Hey, Catherine, Kathy A, Vinny Van, nice to have you. Hello there, Adelina. Is that how you say it? Adelina.
Adelina's the way.
Adelina.
Yeah.
Eric Thompson, welcome. Trista Howard. So, but yeah, it's very interesting. And then, when I was able to see straight, I had to hold the remote control of the TV a certain way in the emergency room. And they're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "You got to shorten your remote control when I'm bored because I don't have my phone."
Oh my
So
gosh.
I had to hold it a certain way to get the sound to come through. So thank you, Liana. Yeah, we're
Mm,
getting there. All right, Ms. Michelle. So Denise, so what are we gonna do today? We're gonna do some reads. We're gonna do squeezing the IV. Yeah, I was. So,
oh,
you know,
Chris, I bet you were a mess in there
well, I
yesterday.
was because when the bag ran out, I was like, "Are y'all gonna give me the bag? Or are you gonna keep me?" They're like, "We don't know." So when I left the room, I hobbled over to the cart to give me another IV bag. And the damn thing was locked with the code. I was like,
Mm.
45 minutes later, I get another bag. What does that tell you?
What does that tell you? There you go.
Right.
Well, I'm game for whatever we do. I mean, we can do readings. We can do talk about a topic. We can talk about you.
Hello, Carolyn. Welcome. I'm still talking in a different octave. You can't tell that?
No, huh? You sound normal.
Turn my board off and on because it flutters when I talk in a different octave.
Right.
See?
Right, yeah.
Turn it off. There we go. It just may be me. One fresh grid's very difficult in a naughty patient. I went to go ask for the restroom, and they're like,
Yeah.
I'm like, did you just freeze? They're like, I'm like, what's wrong with you? They're looking at my grizzly. So,
Well, that's
John
pretty cool.
Barber says, Melinda, I took your advice from last week, and with the care I got, can I get another card to see what's next? Aha!
Okay, Brian.
We'll give you some music, Brian. Yeah, Laura, it was awful. So, and my doctor, he was like in La La Land, the ER doctor.
Don't you just love that? I know I've
He
been there.
kept saying I got vertigo, and I'm like, I'm not flying. I'm
Okay.
on the bed. You got
Okay. Well,
vertigo.
and that's
Vertigo.
weird because what I have to tell, oh my God.
And
It
then
goes,
they want to do me a walking test. And I'm like, damn it, that has nothing to do about walking. I'm like, I can't walk. I said, but I'll try. And then they gave me a wheelchair to push with no brakes on it. And I about fell. Anyways. Hello,
okay.
Laura.
Okay. So I'm pulling a couple cards for him. Hold on here. Because I got to pull from, okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to show you the two cards. I'm just going to show you the image and then I'll read from the image. And two came up, so that's what you're going to get. Okay, so from last week, I did try to focus more on that. And what I got was right now you're on the ideal course of action. Everything is going to start going in the right direction now because the endeavor is more clear now because you did take that first step. So that this is just confirmation that you're completely on the right way. You're going to be going forward from this point. And if you look at this picture here that I have to show, because on this one, look at the image of this. You see the white in it. So this is like letting you know that you may start seeing things more from a foggy point of view. And what I mean from that is first things will not look clear, but then it'll be more clear for you. So you're on the right track. Look at him. Oh my God, he's killing me. Chris. Well, at least he's still.
People are like, what the hell's he doing?
No, I knew what you were doing.
I'm trying to give Brian some mental pictures here. Sean said he'd do my chest x-ray. Man,
Oh,
I tell you,
Lord.
that first nurse, she did not like guys with beards. Hey,
Really?
Virgil.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
because when she put the EKG leads on me, she put them on the hairiest spots on the body. And when she did, she rubbed it in. You don't rub EKG leads.
No.
I was like, what are you trying to do? Call a weenie? I mean, a weenie. I mean, a genie?
Chris. Oh, my God. Here he goes.
All right. I just made myself blush live on the air.
I
Sorry about
love
that,
it.
all the audio listeners, when I go back and replay this. But I did. The second shift people, they had a ball with me. Brian says thank you.
You're very welcome, Brian.
So, all right. Now I need to know if I'm on the right track. Well, as long as you put your pants on the right way in the morning, it's the start of it, Eric.
Oh, God. Here we go.
All right, Eric, I got you in line. Hey, Angie, welcome. So, all right, let's see who we got next. Up next on the board is Miss Michelle.
Okay.
Ms. Michelle. So, what are you going through right now? What are you pondering? Because whatever you're pondering, I picked up on when I clicked on you. Let me scroll down here. Rosemary. Yeah, I know, Gary. That's the first thing I thought about was the tow truck. I didn't mean to say that. I really didn't. So, but you know, when the guy took my IV out, he's like, "This is the worst part," and I'm like, "What do you mean worst? The worst part was taking those EKG leads off." He's like, "I wonder why they're all over your handrail." I'm like, "Yeah, it's my deco art." So,
All right. So I'm looking here. So I'm gonna give everybody two cards. So okay. So I'm just gonna show what I got. I don't I don't know. So here's the first card. And like I said, they just got images on them. So I just tell you what I get from the image. So the first thing I'm seeing is that there's something that's going on. It's almost like you're trying to contemplate something, or you're trying to decide if you're going to go a different direction or stay on the path you're currently on. But this is all intertwined with someone that's significant to you. This person could be alive or deceased, but it's like they've had an empowerment around you. You were very connected to, or are very connected to this person, whether they are alive or deceased, because I still see a strong connection. But it's almost like there's something that's going to happen, that's going to come about. But it's going to be in the fall, because I keep seeing like the leaves gone off the trees. So whatever this is that you're trying to resolve or look more in depth about, it's going to be, the answers are going to be more clear in the fall. So hopefully that will help ease what you're trying to decide upon right now.
Michelle, are you still in the audience? Because I'm not getting any feedback. Isn't that what I just said like 3 minutes ago?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's talking about giving me a massage. I'm down. I don't care if you're man, gay, or man. God,
Oh my God.
I can't even talk. I don't care what you are. If you're a good rubber, I'm down. I just figured out how to butt them all in caps. Oh. Hey, Walters, welcome to the show. Roger. Oh, okay. So does this resonate with you at all, Michelle? I just like some feedback every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, when I do my lives, I tell people, if you don't want to, you don't have to, though. But because some people are not comfortable with it.
Right. She's here. Okay, Annalana. How do you pronounce it?
I would say aniline.
Okay.
But
right now, I can't say Jack.
I'm not good at pronouncing names, Chris, so you're asking the wrong person.
Well, always, when they come in the room and ask you who you are, I always tell them Esteban Gutenberger. And 9 times out of 10, they just go with the flow. And I'm like, really? Last night, the first nurse didn't think that was funny.
Oh, I bet not.
All right, Catherine, I got you in line here. All right. Actually, it's Jolene.
It's Jolene. Hey there, Jolene.
That's right. I remember that. She told us that a while back ago.
Yeah.
My memory's not too good today. All right, Rosemary, I think I got you in line, but I'll put you back in line. And let's see who's next here. All right, Michelle. And it is Carol Garcia.
Okay, Carol. Let me see here.
We got Carol, Eric, Ashley, Rosemary, Susan F., and Catherine. Yes, there we go.
Okay, so Carol, here's the images. So Carol, the first thing I'm seeing is there's something that's been weighing heavily on your mind, but it has something about being of service to someone or something. I do see something that, but oh, this is really weird. Okay, so I'm seeing something about being of service, and I feel that you do a lot for people, but at the same time, you're feeling like you're not doing enough. But that is leading into another situation, which I'm seeing is that you need to get away from everything. I'm seeing that you're very connected to nature. The biggest thing that I'm seeing is that within the next 3 to 6 months, there's a potential or an opportunity, I guess I should say, that is going to come forth for you. And what I'm seeing right now is that you need to really step into that role, because it's going to offer a lot of things where you're feeling the disconnect right now. It's going to offer you a connect. So just watch out for that, because it's something that's going to be pretty amazing.
All right. Let's see here. Turn my fan on. All right. We have next up in line Eric Thompson wants to know if he's on the right path.
Okay, Eric, let me see here. Okay, so here's the two images that you got. So, Eric, I'm seeing like something's going to be illuminated. So, as your question, are you on the right path? I do feel that this is something that's going to be coming forth for you. That's going to actually give you validation that you are. I see that you are. I do see there's something else that you're needing to add to it. Don't know what that means, but that is what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing like there's I don't want to say an opportunity because it's more like something that you're going to see two different things upon. And once you come to that crossroads, you're going to see the inner truths of the things that you're wandering. And I feel that's going to be coming within the next couple of weeks. But for your question, I do feel that you are on the right path. Again, I am seeing two doorways though. So even though you're on the right path, you're going to come to a spot, and I feel that's going to be within 2 to 3 weeks where you're going to question it again. Go with what your heart is telling you at that time, because that will be the exact decision you need to make.
Okay, Wilbur. There you go, Virgil, Mr. F. He's like, what the hell? All right, next up. Ashley Vantana. Melinda, do you know if I'll be channeling different dimension beings soon or becoming a permanent channel soon? Channeler.
Okay, so Ashley, right off, just by seeing your question, I do feel I would like to talk to you privately. There's different aspects of different dimensions that you can travel into. And I put it that way because you've got to open yourself to different dimensions. But in the process of doing that, you can open yourself up to the wrong dimensions. So, as far as will you become a channeler, a better channeler? Yes. But at the same time, you need to be very cautious on the dimensions that you're wanting to bring forth, because your intentions is very important when you're trying to do this line of work. But at the same time, even if you do set those intentions and those boundaries, you're still going to get some of the stuff that you're not wanting to. So anyone new that's coming into this, I always say I would like to offer to talk one-on-one to give you some pointers to try to help you in becoming the best channeler you can be. So, but I can pull a card on that too. So let me see what the cards are showing. Okay, makes sense. Okay, so look at these images. So actually what this is showing me is that you're taking a leap of faith into this line of work, because I do call it work because of what I do in this. But at the same time, you've got to see the beauty. But given that, you also need to also remember, look at this picture. This is almost like you looking into the different dimensions. And when you do that, there's certain aspects and certain things that you're going to encounter. And so, yes, you are going to be a lot better channeler, but at the same time, you might be stepping into something that you really need some more guidance on. So again, I'd like to offer just to reach out to me and I will explain more in detail on that.
Next up, Rosemary would love a card, please.
All right, Rosemary. Okay. Okay, so Rosemary, here's yours. So, Rosemary, what I'm seeing right now is something is going to be coming. It's going to, how do I say this? Something is going to be coming forth that's going to be spontaneous. It's just going to be out of the blue, not expecting it. And I feel like someone's going to show up. and because I keep being shown the door. So that tells me someone's going to step forward. They're going to be at your door without you even realizing that it's going to happen. But when this happens, you need to take higher ground to the situation, because it is someone from your past, and I feel that this person is going to try to say certain things in certain aspects, and just take the higher ground. Listen to what they have to say, but don't take everything to heart.
You would grow hair, Eric, if you made an EMF pump.
Oh my God.
He just lost it on that one. All right, so next up, let's see here.
Oh, there goes my cards.
All right, Susan F.
Okay, Susan. All right. All right, Susan, let's see here. Okay. Okay, so here's your images. Okay, so the first thing I'm seeing is that you're needing to take more time for yourself. Be gentle toward yourself. I feel like you really put yourself out there, but at the same time, you're not giving yourself enough credit. I also see something about something you're working on or thinking about working toward. It's going to be a very successful thing. So anything that you're contemplating that has to deal with you physically or personally is a yes. You need to go ahead and step forth and go through that door, because it's going to have a huge harvest. Is what I'm saying, like a huge harvest. So, but remember in the process to take care of you. That's the biggest thing I'm saying, is to take care of you.
All right, so Eric's asked me what your song is. Earlier it was Hell's Bells by AC/DC. Then I got bagpipes, so I don't understand what's going on in your mind. But if you need counseling or you need somebody to talk to, call me.
I love it.
Yeah, it was weird. It was Hell's Bells and went right into bagpipes. So,
wow.
Yeah. And he's laughing. Well, he always laughs at me. All right, here. Next up is Catherine Johnston. Will the meeting on the 6th go in my favor?
Okay. So that's sort of like a
Are you working for the government?
Oh, God, don't say that. Okay, Catherine, let's see here. Okay, so here's your first image.
She's hugging a tree. What does that mean?
Okay, I'll tell you. So, Catherine, so when this is, okay, as Grizz was asking about hugging the tree, that is more or less telling you to stop and catch your breath, to stop and look at the bigger picture of things. Don't concentrate on whether something's going to turn out. You have to hand it over to the higher being. You have to look at it from the state of that. You've got to catch your breath. This is the time for you to sit back and say, okay, whatever the outcome's going to be, this is the way it's supposed to be, and I'm going to accept that. But on the other image, I'm seeing to let you know there's going to be a lot of differences or a lot of different aspects that's going to come into play on this. So that being said, right now you're needing to expand on thinking of the positive. That is what will bring in what you're wanting. Now, I do want to ask the pendulum to see if I do get a yes or no. And so let me see here.
I should have got mine out.
Okay, so now it's going in a circular motion. When it goes into a circular motion for me, that is just meaning that things right now at this very moment 50-50. So there's a possibility of it going in both directions. See what you get, Grizz.
Oh, you can't see mine.
Yeah.
So mine, when it goes left and right, is with your circles. Mine's opposite.
Oh, really?
So mine's a maybe too. So
yeah.
Hey,
So
Susan, welcome. Thank you. Yeah, so it was weird because when you said circle, my circle's a yes.
Really?
But ladies and gentlemen, you have to not program. You have to now what is it called? Not douse in. You have to
To me, is
sync
connecting it.
or
Yeah, sync it to myself, and that's the way it
right.
is for
You have
me.
to ask what yes and no means, what maybe
Yes.
means, and all that. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
I can't talk. I'm not on anything, ladies and gentlemen. I promise. I promise. I'm not on anything besides regular stuff that I shouldn't be on. But nothing to make you funny.
Right.
Y'all know me by now. You know, I was dying the other night. I couldn't do my shows, and I got something in progress to fix that, right? And well, I snuck in the studio to help them figure stuff out. They kept putting me on the monitor. I'm like, damn it, dude. I was like, I was almost naked,
Oh my
'cause
God.
that's how hot I was. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh look, there's Grizzly. And I was like, no glasses. And I don't.
I would have
And I was
loved
like,
it.
I kept clicking off. And he kept clicking me on. He's like, look, there's Grizzly. I was like, you son of a buck, you. I was like, dude, I was almost naked. And I'm like, you're just throwing me out there on live, right?
Oh my God.
Anyways, yeah, it was hilarious. Penny Van,
All right.
Melinda, may I have you draw a card? I'm not. Have you done that before with me or for thee?
Okay. All right, Penny. Let's see here. Okay, so here's your images. So, Penny, the first thing that I'm seeing over and over is to let you know you're worth it. I don't know what really that is centered around, but that's the first thing I'm seeing out of the first card. Um, I'm also seeing that you are very, very connected to the spiritual realms. You may not be realizing that, but you are. Um, and there is something that has to do with the past life that's coming in, and it has to do with ships. So you may be connected to boats or something, or you may be fearful of boats, but it's coming in from a past life. And water is really centered around you. So I do feel that the air spirit is what I call it, is one of the four sacred directions. So that is also coming in for you. And there's something to do with the night sky, and I'm not really for sure what that means, other than you are very connected to the nighttime. It could be directly to the moon, but it's not showing me definitely that.
Interesting. It's interesting that somebody brought up nightgowns, hospital nightgowns, because when I went in the emergency room, they're like, "Do you need help getting undressing?" And I'm like, "I was already prepared. I know this routine." And she looked
Exactly.
at me funny. And remember, I told you she didn't like me.
All right.
So when I was trying to put the hospital gown on, I couldn't. And she
All
come in,
right.
she's like, are you having problems? I'm like, yeah, a fat man and a little coat. You
Oh
know,
my god.
what's his name that passed away?
Oh my gosh. You're
What
killing me.
that comedian? What's his name? Farley, Chris Farley.
Oh.
So yeah, I was acting like him because they gave me 2 sizes too small. I'm like, really?
Mhm.
Anyways, all right. Next up in line, we have Stacy F. Melinda.
Oh,
What
there's
do you get about the testing my doctor wants to do? Let him do the test. Don't worry about it. Quit sweating the small stuff.
exactly. But let's pull some cards, Stacy. But
Yeah,
I do feel that
absolutely.
you always should always go with, what the doctor's suggestion. And I say that, and then there's things that they tell me sometimes, and I'm like, no, I ain't doing that. So,
Right.
all right. So here's your first image, and here's your second image. So, Stacy, what I'm seeing right now is that you're thinking a lot. You're inside your own head. You're thinking of questions as far as why. Um, But what I'm seeing is to take a pause. Look at the bigger picture of why the doctor is doing this, but don't play into that. Because when we play into it, then that's when we start drifting off thinking of the worst case scenarios. Because I do feel that whatever this is the doctor is wanting to do, it's centered around something that's more or less that has to deal with history. So connected to your family history, not necessarily that you are, he's doing it for a particular reason for you other than family history. I do see that by the end of this year, a dream of yours is also going to come true. So just keep that in mind and get out of your head. That's the biggest thing that I'm seeing, is to tell you to get out of your head.
Welcome, a round of applause. No, Stacy, I'm just enlightening your mood a little bit. Hello, lovely Rita May. So yes, welcome. I know Tammy Johnson and the truth. All right, next up on the block, we have Anna D. Yeah, and and I was feeling so bad the other night. I didn't know out there on YouTube you got heart buttons and little thingies and smiley faces, right? I
Right.
was pounding the hell out of those hearts, all this stuff. And they're like, Grizzly, you're putting people in timeout.
Oh God.
And I'm like, what? I was like, I love you, man. I'm sorry. I felt bad. I didn't know I was doing that. Because you smack so fast like on TikTok.
Right,
Anyway.
right. Yeah. And
Yeah.
Facebook's been weird though here lately. Okay, Anna.
Anna D.
Okay. Lord, all my cards
Nurse, the first nurse didn't have a crush on me. Man, when she told me this is going to be a big prick, and I was like, I'm already looking at one. Dun-dum-dum. Anyway.
All right, Anna. Oh my God. Grizz, you're killing me. All right, let's see here for Anna. Okay. So here's your image. So Anna, what I'm seeing right now in the first image is to step back a little bit, and there's something that you've been dwelling on or thinking about often. I'll put it that way. So it's time for you to realize that some truths are better left alone. Okay. At the same time, I'm seeing someone is needing, or you are needing to support something. It's not showing me what, but there's something about supporting something. And remember to keep your dreams alive, even if you think, there's no way this is going to be accomplished. There's no way or no point in going forward. That's not true, because I'm seeing something about a breakthrough on something. I don't really know exactly what it's trying to show me, other than a breakthrough is coming through for you on something that you're currently dealing with. So
interesting. It is. All right, next up, Tammy Johnson.
All right, Tammy.
Yes, Tammy, for your second part of the questions, I do that seeing happening this year.
Okay, Tammy, let's see here. Okay. All right, Tammy, here's your images. So the first thing I'm seeing, Tammy, is make the decision. Quit going back and forth. Just make it, go with it, and quit thinking about it. Because it's almost like you're waiting for the perfect setting or the perfect timing. And what I'm seeing is, no, it's now. Make the decision, go for it, do it, because it will all turn out in the end of and I want to say the span of time. And I don't know why I want to say that, but whatever this is, it's a definite yes. So please step forward and do it. Quit second guessing yourself.
Interesting. Liana, can I see what clairvoyant abilities should I focus on trying to get better at right now? And thank you.
Okay. Let me just pull your images, see. Okay. Okay. So here's the images I got for you, Liana. So in this image here with your question, there's two that I'm seeing, which is very equal to one another, which is clairvoyance and clairaudience. So it's very important that you start focusing on trying to hear and see at the same time. I feel that you have those aspects, but you feel one is more than the other. And it's because you're not connecting them together. So it's almost like I'm seeing it's like when we're sitting here talking to one another, we see each other, we hear each other. So that's the aspect of where you're needing to put the two together. Because with some, I'm feeling that you may hear them, but you don't see them. With other spirits, I feel that you see them but don't hear them. So it's a back and forth situation. And so I feel that you need to combine the two together. And it is going to be illuminated, and it has something to do with the new moon. So look for when the new moon is coming up. I don't think it's until in March, but something significant, a clearing is going to happen on that night. And that's when the two will mesh together.
Interesting. And now a message from our affiliates. See if I can do this right here this time. And those are now in stock, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure and check out our store. All the Porky the Pig there. Proceeds go to her platforms and her shows. So make sure and check it out. All right, next up we have we didn't do Liana, did we? Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
All right, Sean. Melinda, a card, please, young lady.
All right, Sean. Okay, Sean, let's see here.
Yes, Anna D. I shipped to Canada. I shipped Tokyo, Japan, Taiwan. Hey, even Chim Chong Ling wants something. I'll send it to him in Korea.
There you go. All right. So, Sean, here's your images. So, Sean, right off the bat, the first thing I'm seeing is that you are needing to be grounded. Make sure that you're grounding yourself. Because you're very connected to nature, to Mother Earth, but there's something or a situation that's either happening or going to be happening that is going to take you to really stay grounded. Also, I'm seeing is to tell you to take the leap of faith of, it has something that's centered around you, but take the leap of faith of trusting in yourself and what you get or what you feel, because I'm seeing that there's a lot of times that you push things to the side of things that you may be feeling or things you may pick up. And what I'm seeing is take that leap of faith to trust in what you're getting, because that is going to answer a lot of questions in the very near future.
Interesting. Next up, Trista Howard. I would like a card too, please, mate, with a couple of wheaten crackers.
Okay, Trista. All right, let's see here. Okay. So here's your images. So, Trista, the first thing I'm seeing, I don't know if you're planning or thinking about traveling, because I'm seeing like there's some kind of an adventure that's going to be coming forth. That usually entails with travel. So if something of that nature comes about, make sure you take that trip. It's very, very crucial. At the same time, it's going to offer a renewal. What I mean by that is it's almost like you're needing a getaway, a time to think more on the level of what is important to you. The number 13 is coming into play. So I feel like around the 13th of the month, which I feel will be March or April, that's when something new is going to come in. And there's something about butterflies, and I don't know why, but there's butterflies that I keep seeing all around you. So pay attention when, if you do have a butterfly to come around you, because something significant, a very positive significant, is going to be following that when that happens.
Alaskan cruise at the end of April. Interesting.
Okay. Thank you for validation. Thank you.
All right. Next up, Ashley Bantana.
Okay, Ashley. All right. Okay, here's your images. So Ashley, the first thing I'm seeing is that you're needing to do some clearing, and that means of clearing of your personal stuff, but also clearing of people that's no longer serving you to your highest good. Because I feel like there's envy or something there with someone, and so you are needing to really clear out the people that's no longer serving you in any way. But also in the process of doing that, you need to let love be the beacon of it all, because love for yourself first and foremost, but also love for the others around you. There is a connection to something to do with fire. And that could just be the fire sign, but there's something significant with the fire. Also, if you're into trinkets, because I'm seeing trinkets all around you. So there's something to do with that, and I'm not for sure what, but the only other thing I've seen is you are in the, how do I say this? In the frame of mind of traveling. And when I say that, I don't mean physically, I'm meaning like astral projection of that kind of nature. So if you, I keep seeing that over and over with you. So I feel that there is some kind of strong connection to that.
Interesting. Tracy, may I get a card, please?
Okay, Tracy.
And that's the last one.
Okay.
Let's see here.
All right, Tracy. Okay, so here's your images. So Tracy, what I'm seeing is there's something about contemplating something. It's almost like it's something that you're trying to. It's almost like I'm saying if you need to go this way or that way, like a path or something that to do with your work. Because I'm seeing contemplation over and over, but then I'm showing like it's to deal with a job or something that you're thinking about going forward. And I'm seeing stop the contemplation, go for it. Also, remember, it's almost like I'm seeing also to be your own best self. And what that means is don't try to accommodate to other people and be something or something that they're wanting you to be when you know who you are. And so make sure that you stand on your own 2 feet and show who you are. Don't be afraid to do that because you have a lot to offer.
All right. That's interesting. And the last one, I skipped one, was Lorna.
Okay, Lorna, let me see here. Okay. So there's the first image. And here's the second. So Lorna, I'm seeing that you need to work on heightening your gifts. I'm seeing that there's a lot of potential. I'm seeing a lot about healing. That you have a lot of healing power, and it's almost like you hold it inside your hand, but you're not realizing it. So pay attention if your hands are getting hot or cold or a mixture, because each one of those point you into a different direction as for healing modalities. So, and if you would like to talk about that, I'd be very happy to do so. But also, I'm seeing that you're vulnerable at this moment, and I don't feel like it's a vulnerability that it's there for everyone else to prey upon. It's more about being vulnerable about your own calling. So, and I do feel like it's centered around this healing thing, because I feel like you are a healer, but you're not using it. But it's because you don't really know which way to go with it. So again, if you would like to discuss that, just reach out to me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, her information is at the bottom of the screen. Make sure and reach out to her. I've been flashing it during the whole show for everybody. Hopefully, everybody enjoyed this, even though I'm a little under the weather. And look how pale I am.
I know.
I need a makeup artist.
You need to go rest. That's what you need to do.
It's boring.
Well, I understand that I'm the same way, but
It's
still, until you get in to see the doctor, you need to take it easy, Grizz. You really do.
I always take it easy.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. From coast to coast around the world, everybody. We'll catch you on the next show. Good night. Thank
Good night,
you.
everybody.